I'm Jane Velez-Mitchell for Jane Unchained outside the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show on a very cold day, but that hasn't stopped the crowds from turning out. Then again, so has the controversy. Very exciting event here and hugely attended. I can't describe how large this event is. It's massive. Awesome. So, a lot of people would say, hey, it's a harmless, fun dog show. What's wrong with that? People displaying their dogs, having a good time. But here, outside, on the street, there's a protest going on with some demonstrators saying there is something wrong. These are three protesters who are saying essentially that the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is not good for dogs in general, although people may enjoy going to the show and seeing the dogs and exhibiting the dogs, that dogs outside of this event lose out. So, tell us, why are you here today? Why are you protesting the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show?
We want anyone attending the Westminster Dog Show to know that breeders kill shelter dogs' chances. Every time a dog is bred and purchased from a breeder or a pet store, a shelter dog loses his or her chance for a loving home. And with 6 to 8 million homeless animals entering shelters every year, and half of those animals being euthanized for lack of good homes, no one who truly loves dogs would be breeding.
Here we are outside the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. It's a bitterly cold day. Why are you here in a cage with a dog mask?
I'm here today because there's millions of wonderful animals that are in shelters that are perfectly adoptable. And it's not ethically correct for people to breed animals when all these wonderful animals are going to be put to sleep. They need homes, and they're perfectly adoptable. People should be going to shelters and getting their animals from there.
Why are you here on this bitterly cold day, sitting in a cage outside on the street?
Well, it's very simple. The Westminster Kennel Club promotes breeding animals through their sort of designer breeds that they showcase each year. And by doing that, they're getting people interested in having designer breeder dogs. And when you have that sort of fad going on, there's thousands, millions even, of animals that go unadopted that are perfectly adoptable, and people should be taking them from shelters instead of buying the latest designer breed.
Here we are right at the press office. This is the press room, and there's one of the competitions going on right now, and I'm here to tell them about the protest and try to get the other side of the story. So let's check it out.
If you're a really responsible breeder, you know where all your dogs are. You know everybody that has your dogs. You become friends with them, and your dogs live in your house like mine do. So I don't agree with any of the protesting out there.
Okay, so you were just at the Westminster Dog Show.
Yes, Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Exactly. So there are protesters here saying that it encourages breeding of pure breeds when there's millions of homeless dogs that get put to sleep, and that they should really not encourage breeding.
Got it.
What do you think?
I think to each their own. There are going to be dogs, purebreds, and there are going to be mutts. Mine's 57 because people don't spade and neuter their dogs. And that has a lot to do with it too. And be responsible pet and dog owners.
Do you think that since there are quite a few people who are dog lovers who go to the show, there's a way for the show to evolve, to embrace your beliefs?
Absolutely. They could do that by switching over to being a show that celebrates shelter dogs and celebrates adoption instead of breeding. They could be responsible and start encouraging people to spay, neuter, and adopt. That's what true dog lovers do.
There it is behind me, the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show underway. And I have to tell you, this kennel club has been around almost 140 years. Recently, for the first time ever, they began to allow mixed breeds, which they also call All-Americans, which I call mutts, into one competition, an agility competition. Now, some people say, hey, that's progress. So I asked the protesters, is it enough?
That's because Westminster knows they're in hot water, because people are learning about the way that they contribute to the 6 to 8 million homeless dogs and cats who are ending up in shelters every year. True progress would be a show devoted completely to shelter dogs and rescue dogs, where mutts were freely welcomed, not just let in kind of as a concession.
And what would you say to people who say, I love dogs, that's why I'm here at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show?
I would encourage those people to visit PETA.org and read about the ways that breeders contribute to the cat and dog overpopulation problem in the United States that ends with 6 to 8 million homeless dogs and cats entering shelters every year, and half of those animals being euthanized because of a lack of good homes.